Try this again. Really?
Considering.
Why does it not see it? There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty, guys. Welcome back. This is Week 1, 2015 season. Detroit at San Diego. We're just starting the second half. First half was pretty much dominated by San Diego. 15 first downs to 2 for Detroit. Rushing yards, San Diego 115-33 for Detroit. And San Diego 155 yards passing. Detroit just 37. 1 turnover for San Diego, none for Detroit, and 6 penalties for Detroit, 3 for San Francisco. Your scoring summaries were a 20-yard field goal by Josh Lambo after a 14-play, 77-yard, 5-minute and 40-second drive that put San Diego up 3-0. Then another field goal by Josh Lambo again, this time at 53 yards. Put San Diego up 6-0. Then a touchdown by Danny Woodhead, 2-yard run. Josh Lambo missed the extra point, so it's 12-0 starting the third quarter. So, Detroit got the kickoff, started at the 20, and then personal foul and which made them go back to the 10-yard line. And then before we even got a chance to start, they have a false start. So they start on their own 5-yard line, 1st and 15 from their 5-yard line. And here we go. So it's going to be a short pass by Matthew Stafford. And this one is headed towards Theo Riddick, 6'6", and it's going to be a 2-yard pass. He'll be taken down by Melvin Ingram. 40 seconds off the clock. Stafford going to have to air this one out. 6'3", and that's going to be a 2-yard pass to Everon for Stafford. 3rd down and 11 now. Need bigger yardage here. San Diego's playing prevent. 4-6, and that one is incomplete. And so 4th down and 11, and they will have to punt once again. If I bring this over here, 4-5. 66-yard punt by Sam Martin. No return either, so good field switch of the field position there. For Detroit. So, San Diego, 1st and 10. And they're going to give the ball off to Danny Woodhead, 6'5". And Josh Bynes is coming in and upends Woodhead behind the line of scrimmage. Big stuff there. Philip Rivers, 3-4, and he's looking for Danny Woodhead out of the backfield, 1-4. And he's going to get tackled just after the line of scrimmage. They'll make it 3rd down and 8. 5-3. And Michael Floyd down the left side. He's got this one. He's got a long gain. And that is a 4-5. And that is going to be a big play there for Malcolm Floyd. And a penalty. 64. And that's going to be a personal foul, dead ball after the play. And another 1st down. And just like that, San Diego's all the way down to the 14-yard line. And that will cost them 10 seconds there. 4-6. And it's Canham Reed. He's going to come in and take the legs out of Melvin Gordon. 11-10 to go here in the third quarter. 2-2. And that was going to be incomplete by Philip Rivers. 3rd down and 11. 2-1. And a 5-3, and that is going to be over the middle to Keenan Allen. He's going to fight down to the 5 to the 4, and he's going to get to the 2-yard line. 1st down and 10 for San Diego. Trying to put this one out of reach early. 5-3, and that is going to be a 2-yard run for a touchdown. So Brandon Oliver scoots in. And San Diego is up 18. Do they want to go for 2? No, they'll just take the point and hope this guy makes it. He does. Josh Lambo is good. So it's now a 19-0 game. 2-2 on the kickoff, 65 yards. And that is going to go to the goal line, and they are going to take the touchback. Detroit will start at their 20-yard line. No time off the clock. Stafford down 3 scores now, 1-3, and he's going to have to air this one out. Jaquin Bell, 5-4, and that's going to be a nice 8-yard completion on first down. 1-3, and coming in making a good defensive tackle from his strong safety position is Adai. Coming in, knifed it through the lineman and took out Bell for a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. And this is going to be a pass play to Calvin Johnson, 2-6. And this is going to be a long pass. And Johnson's got it. He's got running room. 5-4. And 46 yards on the play for Calvin Johnson. Stafford 1-5. And he's going to have to run it. And he's going to go down. 3-yard loss, pushed out of bounds back at the 30. 2nd down and 13 to go from the opponent's 30-yard line. And Calvin Johnson 4-4, 16-yard pass. 1st down, pushed out of bounds. 7:50 to go in the 3rd. The deepest penetration by Detroit in this game so far. 7:50 to go in the 3rd quarter, 5-6, and this is going to be Stafford incomplete. And 2nd down and 10, 2-1. Pass rush is coming in, and he's sacked. Big sack there by Jimmy Wilson, the middle linebacker. He's going to take him down for a 6-yard loss. Stafford all the way back to the 23rd and 16, 1-5. Golden Tate 4-6 out of the back in the flat, and he will catch it for just a 3-yard gain. 4th down and 13, and they got no choice. No choice. Do they have a choice? I don't think they have a choice. 4th down and 13. They got to take the points. And they got to try for the points. 3-6, and that one would have been good from 63 yards. So Detroit is on the board. It is a 19-3 ball game. 5-4. That'll be a touchback. No time off the clock there. Philip Rivers and company will come out here with 6:10 to go in the 3rd. And Melvin Gordon gets a handoff, 2-3. Knifing in is Whitehead and Jones for Detroit. They read that play all the way. Just a 1-yard gain. 3-5, Philip Rivers, and he is sacked. Big sack there by Keenum Reed as he comes in the left defensive tackle. And that's going to put him in long distance here, 3rd down and 16. Another pass rush, but incomplete as Philip Rivers just had to dump that one out of there. So a 3 and out, and Detroit's defense stiffens. 4th down and 16, they will punt it. And I'm sure I want to punt it 6-6. It's a 48-yarder. 48 yards. Good coverage. 6-6 on good coverage. But Tate's going to take it and return it back for 12 yards. And they're going to be right at the 50-yard line with 4:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. If Detroit can strike now, and they could still be back into this game, 4-1. And Golden Tate, 6-5, 14-yard completion from Stafford. That's another 1st down for Detroit. 5-1, 4-1. It's just a 1-yard pass to Bell. And 4-6, we got a pass rush coming in, and sacked is Stafford. That's Corey Lugit coming in. Nailed him. And Stafford gets himself back up for a 3rd down and 14, 5-5, and that is going to be incomplete pass. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 14. Unfortunately, they could not do much with the ball in good position. They're going to try and punt it and get field position here. And that is going to be a 3-4, and that's down the 9-yard line. He will return it, actually. The punt rolls down to the 3-yard line as he misses that, and it's going to be a perfect punt by Detroit. It's going to pin San Diego deep in their own territory, and Woodhead straight up the middle, 3-2, and he's going to get a 4-yard block by Antonio Gates. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. 1-4, and that is going to be incomplete. It's fortunate they were doing a medium pass. If they were trying to do a long pass. No, he was actually trying to do a medium pass. Sorry. But the interception roll was out of range. So it's an incomplete pass, and it brings up a third down. 6-2. Looking from Floyd on the long pass down the sideline. 6-3. He's got it, and a big play there as he takes it into Detroit territory. And just 10 seconds to go here in the third. And coming in, knifing in Jason Jones. He will stuff that one to end the third quarter. It is 19-3. San Diego getting big chunks of yardage. 5-6. And this is going to be a short pass. And that is going to be sacked and fumbled by Rivers. Ezekiel Anse. And the ball is loose. Danny Woodside will recover for San Diego on the sack fumble. 14:20 to go, and third down and 18, 4-4, and that's going to be the receiver, Antonio Gates, 3-5, 3 yards and stuffed by Inhidigo. It's going to bring up fourth down. And they will now punt it all the way from their 3-yard line. They got out into Detroit territory. And they should flip field position here. 5-3. And it's going to be 33-yard punt. And a fair... I don't think that is a fair catch. 1-3. But it's going to be good coverage. He's going to lose 2 yards. And he's going to take it back to the 17-yard line. So 13:30, Detroit is going to go in the hurry up. So instead of 40 seconds, they'll be down to 30 seconds. Plays 2-4, and that's going to be a pass here. 6-1. That's going to be Golden Tate for 2 yards. 30 seconds off the clock. Stafford 4-5. Another pass. Golden Tate 3-6. And he's going to break through the line and get in for 10 yards. 30 seconds off the clock. Back up to the line. Stafford calling out signals. And here he comes back. Steps back looking for Eric Ebron. 1-1 down the left sideline. He catches it. Breaks one tackle and tackled after a 17-yard gain. And San Diego playing back and deep. Trying to just let time tick off the clock. And Abdullah with the run up the middle. 5 yards as he breaks through the line. Stafford, 3-3, and that is going to be intercepted by Steve Williams. And Steve Williams returns the ball for 8 yards, and San Diego's going to get possession of it at their 31. 5-1. Good 5-yard run by Melvin Gordon as he spins off one defender. 40 seconds off the clock. Down to 10:40 to go. 4-5. And pass rush coming in. And he eludes it. 4-5. And throws to Gordon, but out as he misses that one. 10 seconds off the clock. 6-5. And Gordon's going to get stuffed in the backfield by Josh Barnes. And pushed out of bounds. And they got to punt it away again. And the return team penalty here. Offsides encroachment. Is that going to give them a first down? No, it's 4th and 7. But they will accept the penalty. It makes it 4th and 2 now. No time off the clock. And they will still punt it away. And fortunately for Detroit, it did not cost them a first down. 48 yards on the punt. Return 3-4 and just a 4-yard return. So a 10-10 to go here in the fourth quarter. No, this isn't new. I've had this for a long time. I've done some inside blitz. It's been a while, so that's why I thought I'd bring it back out. Give it a go. I actually got the card and dice out the other day and played that as well. So with 10-10 to go here in the fourth quarter, 4-6 pass rush again. Quarterback is sacked. Safford just under too much pressure here. And is trying to get his team back to the line here. Hurry up. 9:40, calls out the signals. Second and 17, 5-4. And that's going to be Eberick Ebron. And over the middle, he's going to make a nice catch and tackled by Eric Weddle. And it's going to bring up a manageable 3rd down and 7. 3-3. And we got a receiver, Theo Riddick, 4-3. And he's going to be tackled at the line. No gain. It's 4th down and 7. Just 9:10 to go. You just got to punt it, though. 4th and 7 from your own 20. It's going to have to punt it. Unfortunately, 5-3. 33-yard, no return. Fair caught at the San Diego 47-yard line. 8:30 to go here. Melvin Gordon with the handoff. He'll probably get a lot of runs here. 2-5. And he's going to get tackled after a 1-yard gain by the right side linebacker, Josh Barnes, and pushed out of bounds. Only 10 seconds off the clock. 2-1. And this time Gordon breaks free for a 11-yard gain and a first down as they bring out the sticks. 40 seconds off the clock. 7:40 to go. 4-3. Another short gain by Donald Brown this time. 18 yards up the middle. Spins and fakes out one defender. And finally tackled after an 18-yard gain down to the 23-yard line. And Melvin Gordon, his run game is up to 150 yards, just wearing down this Detroit defense. 1-3, and this time 5 yards up the middle. 40 seconds off the clock. 2-2, and a good run by Melvin Gordon will set up a short 3rd down and 1. Sweep right to Gordon, and he's going to get tackled after a 2-yard run, but it will be a first down at the 12. And 2-3, and that's going to be a 6-yard rush for Melvin Gordon. Another 40 seconds off the clock. 2nd down and 4 from the 6. 5-4. They're just pounding the ball here. The San Diego offensive line just pushing Detroit back. 3-yard gain. It brings up again a short 3rd down and 1. 3-4 from the 3-yard line. 3-4, and that's going to be a touchdown run. Oh, wait a second. Flag on the play, and that is going to be holding. Detroit will accept the penalty. So with 3:30 to go, the ball is back to the 13-yard line. And Phil Rivers is going to look for Keenan Allen. 4-2 and a short pass on the backfield. He's going to be tackled right away. And Detroit will use a timeout. So just 10 seconds off the clock there. 4th down, they can always hope for a blocked field goal. Here comes the field goal unit, and it is 5-3, and that is good. It's going to make it 22-3. And the kickoff 2-4, and that's going to be a touchback for Detroit. Stafford with 150 passing yards, 34 rushing yards for Detroit, and just 3:10 to go. Again, they will be in hurry up here. 3-6, and that's going to be the Golden Tate, 63, and that is an 11-yard gain. Out of bounds, 10 seconds off the clock, 2-4. Calvin Johnson, he breaks free for 14 yards. And 30 seconds off the clock, 2:30 to go. 2-6. Theo Riddick, 4-4, 4-4. Oh, if it would have been a 4-5 or 4-6, that would have been a medium gain, but that is a 0 yards and out of bounds. 10 seconds off the clock. Second and 10. 2:20 to go. 5-6. Pass rush, and he's sacked again. And a 51 will be a offensive pass interference, which they will decline because of the sack. And Detroit will call their second. Oh, I clicked on the wrong team last time. Sorry about that. Detroit will call a timeout. So it'll leave 2:10 on the clock. So the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Third and 16. They got to make a manageable play here. 5-3. And that is going to be pass rush. He eludes it. Look for Eric Brown, but overthrows him. Pass is incomplete. 2-minute warning. Fourth down. They have got to go for it. Last shot for Detroit. 2-4. And Ebron, 4-6. 3-yard gain and tackled immediately. And that will do it on... Detroit will turn it over on down. So San Diego gets it at the 42. 6-3, 5-yard gain, 40 seconds off the clock. 6-4, no gain, 40 seconds off the clock. Detroit not going to call out timeouts now. 3-6, 18-yard pass, first down, and that'll be your ball game. As San Diego beats Detroit 22-3 in opening week 2015. Your offensive stats for Detroit: Stafford, 21 of 31, 203 yards, 67% completion for 6.55 yards, 1 interception, 5 sacks. Rushing, it's Abdul, 5 rushes, 39 yards. Bell, 3 rushes, minus 2 yards, and Matthew Stafford, 1 rush for a 3-yard loss. Receiving was Golden Tate, 6 receptions for 41 yards. Calvin Johnson, 5 receptions, 109 yards. Eric Ebron, 4 receptions for 32. Reddick, 3 for 2 yards. Josh Mill, 2 for 9. And Lance Moore, 1 for 10 yards. San Diego's offensive stats goes as foul. Phillip Rivers, 23 of 34, 289 yards. Completed 67% of his passes. 8.5 yards per attempt and 2 sacks. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Melvin Gordon, 19 rushing attempts for 90 yards, 4.7 average. Danny Woodhead, 13 attempts for 36 yards, 2.8 average, and 1 touchdown. Donald Brown, 5 rushing attempts for 47 yards, 9.4 average. And Brandon Oliver, 1 attempt for 2 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, it was Antonio Gates with 7 receptions for 62 yards, 8.9 average. Keenan Allen, 4 receptions, 20 yards, 5 average. Jevonte Herndon, 4 receptions for 43 yards. Malcolm Floyd, 2 receptions, 95 yards, 47.5 average. Danny Woodhead, 2 receptions for 42 yards. Melvin Gordon, 2 receptions for 5. Latarius Green, 1 for 17. And Stevie Johnson, 1 for 5. Clinton Parks, how's it going? Nigerian Hobbyist. Missed it. Glad you're making these. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you coming out. So your final score, San Diego 22, Detroit 3. A complete shellacking here in San Diego. Stafford just couldn't stand upright in the pocket as he was getting under constant pressure from San Diego's defense. So there you go. That is game number 1 of the season for Detroit and San Diego 2015 season. Your scoring summary and your highlights from your offensive stars for this game. Wasn't much stars going on for Detroit other than Matthew Stafford and the stars he sees from getting hit so much. But that is football for you. All right, guys, that'll be it from San Diego. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming out. To Dave Gardner, Clinton Parks, Itinerary Hobbyist, and Tabletop Sports Delaware. Be sure to go and check out every one of their wonderful channels. Lots of great content they create every day for you guys out there, so make sure you don't miss it. Go subscribe right now. San Diego handily defeats Detroit 22-3. We'll see you all next week.